And now, a Tiger Sports Update.
Welcome back to Thursday News Beat. I'm Amari Lee here with an update on all things Tiger sports. LSU men's basketball faces their toughest challenge of this season on Thursday night as Matt McMahon's team heads to Manhattan, Kansas to take on Kansas State. Coach McMahon's squad will be looking for a little revenge when they head to K-State facing the team that has beaten them twice in the last 2 years. Last year's game saw former Wildcat and current Tiger Cam Carter score 21 points in a 75-60 K-State win. With seven new players on the roster and 4 of those being starters, Coach McMahon emphasized his team's focus as the Tigers face their first big road test at 8 p.m. tonight.
I think as cliche as it is, control what you can control, and Kansas State, both offensively, defensively, and even in special teams, put you in some positions. You have to be well prepared, and they have to execute at a high level. So we'll need to have our focus where it needs to be for 40 minutes.
Staying on the court, LSU Volleyball has flipped the script this season after ending the last season off 11-17. In the preseason, the Tigers went 8-3 compared to the last preseason where they went 5-5. This gave the team that much-needed confidence as they prepare for the conference play.
LSU volleyball season is coming to a close, but these Lady Tigers brought the fighting spirit through thick and thin.
I think we're doing the same stuff. We're just getting better at it, And so I think, for us, making sure we stick with the basics because that's what our sport is about, the fundamentals of it.
Volleyball head coach Tanya Johnson dug into what went right prior to SEC play as the team was 8-3 at the start of the season.
Well, I think being the young team that we are, we had to learn how to win and win consistently, and I thought our preseason really helped us with that in terms of preparing for conference play.
The Tigers stumbled off their winning high after losing their first 2 SEC games against Missouri and Texas, but were determined to not let that define them.
We lost both of those matches, but I thought we also learned something from those matches too, and so we just felt like we had to go back and look at the things that we needed to improve upon from that weekend, and I certainly think we've gotten better at those.
The team got their momentum back as they prepared to go into their 3rd conference game against Mississippi State, where they beat them in 3 straight sets. This is when they learned the key component to helping them win.
I think it's a confidence thing. I think when our confidence is good, we're a really good team. When our confidence is not, you've seen the results of that. And so how can we be confident consistently, but also how can we play a high-level volleyball for longer periods of time, and that's, again, going back to being consistent, right?
One factor many fans overlook is how young the starters are, which can add a lot of pressure on them. But Coach Johnson has another take on that.
I think that's what makes a great player is if they can embrace the pressure and understand that pressure is a privilege.
And these Tigers are about to embrace that privilege as they prepare to go into the NCAA championship next month. But for now, they're taking each game as they come. For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Juliana Russell.
While the Tigers are trying to focus on taking it game by game after losing 3 consecutive SEC games in a row against Tennessee, Kentucky, and South Carolina, they need to start looking at the bigger picture. Sliding from the court to the field, the LSU soccer team is on a roll. For the first time in the program's history, they're headed to the NCAA tournament for the 4th season in a row. They'll travel to Lubbock to play against the number 8 seed Texas Tech Friday night. And with the win, the Lady Tigers will face the winner of the number 1 seed Duke and Howard matchup, which will also be on Friday. Well, that's all we have for this week's Tiger Sports Update. Stay tuned because after the break, we'll show you how one local church is helping Baton Rouge families in need.